This is the 10th year for the Farwell4Hire fundraising campaign. And after all of this time, you're not sick of me yet. I've been as busy as I've ever been doing odd jobs for folks around the community, which is great. And it really has exceeded my expectations from day one. And I'm just thrilled that after all this time, it's still working as well as it is. I started the Farwell4Hire fundraising campaign to raise money for cystic fibrosis research. It's a cause that's very near and dear to my heart because two of my sisters were born with cystic fibrosis. It is, to this day, the most common fatal genetic disease affecting Canadians. So this campaign is in their memory. I do it as a tribute and a bit of a memorial to them. Patients are living longer than ever. Their quality of life is dramatically improved because of the money raised for research. So I thought, if I can do my part to raise some of that money, if I can raise the profile and raise more awareness about cystic fibrosis along the way, all the better. So that's really what this is all about. I said from day one, if there's an odd job that you want me to do, I'll do it. All you have to do is make a donation to cystic fibrosis research. And I've done all kinds of weeding of gardens, and washing windows was popular this year. Early on, I was with a young teenaged entrepreneur who started her own candle making business. She goes to all these craft markets and sets herself up as a vendor. And so I got to go out and learn how to make candles with her, which was super cool, having the 14-year-old teach me how to do things. And maybe even more notable than that from this year was I got to be on the back of a garbage truck. And what kid didn't watch out the window when the garbage truck came along, right? So there I was, hanging off the side, stopping and collecting the bins at the side of the road. And I had a lot of fun doing that, and I was grateful for the chance. So the Rangers reach out and say, hey, we need some help doing voiceovers for our awards videos. Will you do that? And if you know me at all, you know that's what I do for a living. I sit around, I talk, and then they make a really generous contribution through not just the hockey club, but through the Rangers Reach arm as well. And you may think of Rangers Reach as just the people that run that 50-50, but when those 50-50 funds are collected, they're distributed through the community, and I'm so very grateful that cystic fibrosis research and the Farwell4Hire fundraising campaign is on the receiving end of some of those funds generated through Rangers Reach as well. I want to raise more money than we have ever raised on our fundraising campaign so far. So that would mean getting to about $225,000. We're working hard, and I promise I'll update the total, and you'll know as soon as I know what we reach as far as the campaign total this year. I hear from people all the time. They say, well, what do you do? Take a whole month off work? I'm like, no, I do my regular job, and then I go out and fundraise on top of that. So how do I balance it? With a lot of help from my beloved at home. She schedules everything for me. She handles all of the administration. So when the job requests come in, she coordinates with the customer and then just puts it in my calendar. I'll come into work and I'll do my 6 till 2 shift. And then as of about 3 o'clock, I'll just look at my calendar and I know where I'm supposed to go and what I'm supposed to do. You know, by 9 or 10 o'clock at night, I'm usually done. And I spend a whole lot of time on weekends filling those hours doing as much fundraising as I can, because the more jobs that I do, the more money that I raise. I would feel like I really failed if we didn't make $100,000 in the month of May. A key part of it's going to be our 50-50 draw. We're not making the draw until June the 16th, so you can get a ticket anytime. Packages start for as low as $10. You can get 5 sets of numbers. cf5050.ca. And if we get that jackpot going to a pretty good number, and I think we will, and I think we're going to have a really strong push to the finish line.